month here at HSN, and so many of us are loving it because it's our time to be creative, to really create something special for our loved ones this year. Let's talk about sewing for a second. For so many of us, maybe we've often thought about, I would love to get into sewing, but sewing machines can be very elaborate and very complicated. Or maybe you have a sewing machine and it's all of that and it's too big and you never bother taking it down just to fix that hem on that skirt that you've needed to fix forever, right? Well, this is gonna be the solution to all of that from the #1 name, Janome. Have you guys seen this yet? This is the new home portable sewing machine. So you're gonna take it absolutely everywhere with you. And it is hands down a fully functioning, amazing power sewing machine, but it is also the cutest sewing machine that you will ever use in your entire life. Wait until you see the colors. You're gonna fall in love with them. Jennifer Tryon is here to tell you all about our Today's Special too. So it's a second Today's Special and an incredible value for this customer pick. How cute are these?
I mean, if sewing machines were candy, this is the bar. Take a little bite out of these little juicy delights. I mean, they're just so cute. Gone are the days of the boring white, you know what I mean? If you're a crafter, I know you want something that's gonna sit out on your desk and be inspirational. So, I mean, all you gotta do is choose.
Shall we go through
one
those?
do you love the most? Let's go through the colors. And, you know, I should point out, I can hold this with one hand.
Yeah, weighs about 5 pounds.
That's right, 5 pounds. So if this is something that you want to take to the cottage or the trailer, or if you want to pack it up in someone's suitcase so they can go off to college with it, or if it's just something that's going to come in and out of your, you know, closet, or it's just so light and portable. But do not be fooled. Though she be but little, she is mighty.
She is mighty indeed. Look at the colors, everybody. I'm in love with the watermelon right here. Do you not love this beauty right here? Down here we have your pink. Mint is next door, and that's very popular with the lavender accents. Above that we have purple. Do you not feel like a little girl again when you look at the fuchsia?
This is the one to buy your granddaughter. This is the one she's going to love. Kids love these machines.
Lilac is below that. We have the red with that bandana on it, which is so
like
fun.
that one. Yep.
Here's your gray in the front with the pink accents. So this is your Today's Special too. So for today it's $10 off, and it's also still on Flex, so it's $17 and change.
And you know, because Janome is such a top name in sewing, even though this looks kind of like a toy, don't be fooled. It's no good being pretty if it's not going to work. So let me show you that this really is a real sewing machine that not only can bring you from practical to Pinterest, it's really gonna be a functioning tool in your home. So let me give you a little tour, because there's no sense in getting it if you're not gonna know how to use it. Yeah. So this is not a computerized machine, which is great if you're just getting started, which means you've got this, you know, it's a turn knob. And this is how you're gonna choose your stitches. It comes with 10 stitches, all varying lengths of the most popular stitches that you're going to use. Lots of straight stitches. The left edge, that's for doing zippers or piping on pillows. You've got your zigzag stitches in various sizes. You're even getting a decorative scallop stitch. So whatever stitch you want to choose, you just choose that on this dial. A goes with A, B, and so on.
Easy.
Thread it exactly. This is how you reverse, this little button right here. Comes with a little drawer to keep all your supplies in. Comes with extra bobbins, a needle threader, an extra needle, and you can store them all in there, so that's great. And you've got a clear drop-in bobbin, so you can see how much thread is left. And if you're a sewer or if you've sewn in the past, you know being able to see that thread in there, that's good. That's how you know that this, even though this is a pretty little machine, it's functional because they've thought of things that real sewers appreciate. And of course, it's fully mechanical. This sews with the best of them. And so what I'm doing here, double layer of fabric, if you wanted to make your own pillow shams, for example, which is what I'm kind of putting together here, or if you wanted to put stitching on some of your scrapbook pages. Such a fun idea. And to be able to get it, a fully functioning sewing machine under 5 pounds.
From Janome, one of the leaders in the industry. This is for all of of us who have said, I would love to learn how to sew, but I look at those complicated sewing machines and I think that's way too much for me. They're way too expensive. I want something that's easy that I can learn on, or maybe help my daughter or my granddaughter learn on. This is the one that you want to get home. Or going back to that point of, if you just have those quick projects that you need to get done, fixing that hem or a costume for the kids' school play, this is the one you're going to be able to take out every night and then just put it away when you're done. It's not big and bulky.
Can I point out that we've got a close-up here? Look at my finger. This machine is perfect for children too. It's a great machine for them to get started on because look, your finger cannot pass the presser foot. It's got that finger guard there to protect little hands from getting into any sort of trouble. Now, if you already have a sewing machine, but you don't really want the grandkids, I'm just gonna backstitch here, but you don't really want the grandkids or your kids playing with yours, this is the perfect machine for them because there's a safeguard already built in. And look at how fast you can take, I have just a blank pillow sham and make your own new, choose two pieces of fabric that you love. So 4 straight stitches all the way around.
Look at how easy that,
and
it's so
you
funny.
will be changing out your pillow cushions every single season.
I was just thinking about that yesterday when I paid $35 for one pillow. I was like, why didn't I just make something
of course
so
you can
easily?
And you know what? This is a beginner project. Pillows, curtains, placemats, table runners. Just take a look at some of the things that we've made with this machine. These are all things that you go to home decor stores and pay for and wish will be on sale that you could be making yourself. Little cape for your superhero at home, pillows to put out, say for Valentine's Day, those little boutique style toys.
Yeah.
And of course, your craft projects. What I love about this machine is that you don't necessarily have to be a hardcore sewer. You can just say, hey, I think I'm gonna do some crafting and add the stitches. Look what we've done with our scrapbooking pages here. I love this idea. Putting up a birthday banner, you can do it in paper as easy as you can do it in fabric. Just with the little butterflies here, I've stitched these all along this scrapbook page instead of using glue.
Right.
Instead of using glue around the edges of all the photos here, we put stitching. Same with here, stitching around the photos, adhering this whole layer of hearts with stitching instead of glue and using fabric, just little scraps. Let's do it. I'm gonna show you how easy it is to go from sewing on fabric to sewing on paper.
Okay.
If you never sew, a real hem in your life, no problem, because you will get your money's worth out of this machine just with your craft projects, and they'll all be taken to the next level because instead of just using adhesive, I mean, how much extra texture you're gonna be getting.
And
now
this
that
is
you're
the
using
watermelon, by the way, pardon the interruption.
The cute little summery watermelon. Isn't that just, honestly, I just love it. Things like that make the crafting experience just so much more enjoyable and inspirational.
Absolutely. Well, to your point, I'm sorry. I was just gonna say,
I love that you can leave this out on your desk. It's sort of like leaving your pencils out on your desk because you love the colors in a cup.
Yeah.
And you show your storage. This is just one thing that can lead to a little bit more inspiration because it's just too cute to put away.
Well, and to your point, I have a top-of-the-line sewing machine that's computerized and huge and has tons of components. I have my old grandmother's sewing machine. I never take either one of those out.
Well, it's probably hard to use. I bet you it still works because, those old machines are workhorses. And these ones are too.
Look how cute that is.
And instead of gluing it all down, you've got this row of stitching instead. You can make the wings fly, and then even add
with your kids.
Yeah, even add the stitching around the photos instead of using glue. It just sort of elevates your projects, don't you think?
Absolutely. That is, a little accent that so many of us would love to have when it comes to making our cards or scrapbooking. But again, it goes back to that big, huge sewing machine that we're not dragging out.
So look at this. This is a store-bought card, okay? I actually got these on HSN last year. And I have tons of them. And it says, hurry, it's cute.
Sure.
But we have decorative stitches. Let's open it up, put it in our machine. And now I'm gonna choose, let's choose the zigzag stitch.
And again, you turn the knob.
So I'll turn this around so that you can watch me do it. Okay, so to choose your stitch, you can see all the stitches are here. And let's go for the zigzag stitch since that's gonna be a little different and kind of cute. So that's F.
Okay.
So there we are at F.
Watermelon is just so darn cute.
Isn't the watermelon just so cute? And I honestly, it's like choosing a favorite child, right? It's very, very tough.
You want every one of them.
Yes. And so I'm just gonna put that zigzag right along the bottom, or let's say I want to adhere a photo to my card. And I'm gonna give you a little sewing tip if you're just starting out, okay?
Okay.
When you get to the edge, needle down, press your foot up, turn. That gives you the perfect corner. Don't try to navigate your corners like this, like a race car driver. Stop, pick it up with your needle down, it's gonna hold it in position, and then you get a perfect square.
Ooh, look at that. So needle down, press your foot up,
and
turn.
Pivot.
How easy is that? Okay, so while you're doing that project, I wanna give everybody an update on colors because almost 700 are gone. We have our final about 1,000 of these, and we have a lot of you picking this up right now. So, the watermelon, I know you can't see the beautiful pink accents that make you wanna eat this like a piece of candy on the watermelon that Jennifer's using.
So juicy, this one.
That is very popular. I'm getting updates that the pink, which is down here in front of the watermelon, here again is that watermelon. Here's the pink's down to sell out quantity, just a few of those to go around. Here is that beautiful purple. Notice it's got that great blue accent to go with it. Here's the mint. Next door to that, we have the lilac with the pink accent. I mean, would your daughter or granddaughter just not be over the moon if you got this for her?
That's just such a favorite for girls, this one especially.
Hot fuchsia, it's like the best lipstick color ever. This is gonna be your red with the bandana, your red blush. We have the gray available for you as well. So those are your color options. It's a today's special too, so this isn't normally marked down. It normally completely sells out at $79.95. But for National Crafting Month, with only a few of these to go around, we thought it would be fun to make it a second today's special and take $10 off. So not only that, your shipping and handling is free, and it's so exciting today, you get to try it on any major charge card for 30 days, absolutely risk-free. So that's really exciting for only $17 and change.
And so look at this, I'm just pulling this off the machine. And there we have just this nice little embellishment all the way around your card, just giving it that extra touch. And I want to show you how you can take something like this, which is sort of Pinterest, and move over to this machine next door here, the purple one, and do something really practical. And maybe a little out of our comfort zone when we're just beginning.
I love it.
So I just started piecing what will be a very nice dress for my daughter. Okay, it's made out of silk dupioni. It's, so we're kind of splurging. But I've just pieced it together. The ends are not trimmed, they're fraying still. Normally you would need like a serger or something like that to have a really professional finish. But even this little machine, if you see, the same stitch that we did on our card there, number F, I'm gonna choose another zigzag stitch. Okay, F or G, just turn the dial. And I'm gonna show you that you can finish off the edges. And here's the thing, that when you get this home, especially if you've never sewn before, Janome's not gonna leave you hanging. You go on janome.com and there is probably close to 10 fully instructional videos on their website, YouTube videos that show you how to thread this machine, to show you how to operate it in, like, everything you need to know about this machine.
Yeah, like tutorials.
Exactly, lots of tutorials, because we're not gonna leave you hanging. We know lots of you will be getting this as a machine for the very first time. And so we want you to have success. I don't want you to get this home and leave it in the box. Now, you can see here on the front how all, because this is silk, it's fraying. But with the zigzag stitch here, what I'm doing is I'm finishing off the edges. So because I'm putting this stitch, so if you ever have a skirt that you need to hem, this is what you're gonna do. Put the zigzag stitch all along the edge here so you don't get that fraying. Now, you're gonna use a nice silver thread at home, not a red like I'm doing here. I'm just doing that so that you can see it for TV. So I know you have to get really close up to see. But over here, the sides are really, really fraying. Once we get up here, look at how nice and finished that edge is. And so then all you'll do is, you'll turn up your seam and put a straight stitch here, and then you have made your own dress, or you've hemmed your own skirt. I mean, there is money to be saved. You do not need to be taking your pants to the dry cleaners every time you get something new.
Not when it's this compact and easy, right?
Not when it's this easy, and Janome's gonna walk you through it online.
Exactly.
Everything you need to do. And it's only £5 Look at how little and cute.
5 pounds. It is the cutest sewing machine that we have ever seen in our lives. It's from Janome, a name that we all instantly recognize, right? So yeah, all of those little projects, hemming your skirt, or maybe just a little project, getting a cute little pattern, starting with your, you know, a pattern with your daughter or granddaughter, and making something from start to finish. This is the little tool that's going to allow you to have so much fun, and really it's going to pay for itself just on the few hems that you're not having somebody else take care of for you. So you're trying it again for $17 and change. With everyone on the line, we are becoming limited, and that is especially true for the pink and the watermelon and the lilac. So they're becoming limited. You have a 30-day money-back guarantee if you're thinking about grabbing one.
So even though this is a really small machine, a lot of the bigger, more expensive computerized machines offer what they call decorative stitches. And decorative stitches are just a little something, they're not really used practically, they're used to make things prettier.
Sure.
And this machine also has a scallop shell stitch, super cute.
Gosh.
So you can see that I've made this little, you know, reusable bag. I've appliqued a J on the front because of, you know, J,
Loving
Jen,
it.
and Janome. But look what I can do to top stitch around the edge.
So it does all of the things that a very high-end machine is going to do for you.
Well, I mean,
amazing. We have so many people in the ordering process right now.